Caution: we recommend using the services of a qualified electrician for installation. Please refer to electrical code of your region. Recessed fixtures installation diagnosis. In what type of ceiling will the recessed fixtures be installed? Before deciding to install recessed fixtures, it is very important to identify what type of ceiling they will be installed in. The type of ceiling determines the level of complexity for installation and which accessories will be needed. Notice, BAZZ recessed fixtures can only be installed with BAZZ accessories. Criteria for diagnosis. There are 4 questions which have to be answered in order to give the right diagnosis for installation. Question number 1. Do you have an existing ceiling? When referring to an existing ceiling, we mean to refer to a gypsum ceiling or a hanging ceiling which is already there, therefore implying a retrofit installation. When referring to a non-existing ceiling, we mean to refer to a ceiling that is not yet installed in a context of new construction or renovation. Question number 2. Do you have an insulated ceiling? An insulated ceiling is a ceiling with mineral wool or any kind of insulating material. This is a decisive factor for the installation. A non-insulated ceiling is normally consisted of only the wooden structure. Therefore, there are 4 possible scenarios. These scenarios will help you determine whether or not the use of any accessories is necessary in order to install the recessed fixtures. First scenario: you have an existing non-insulated ceiling. In this case, no accessories are required. Only the recessed fixtures will be installed in the ceiling. BAZZ recessed fixtures are complete and sold with installation clips, bulb housing, junction box, and decorative trim. Notice, if you have a hanging ceiling or an exterior soffit ceiling, we recommend using accessories. For the rigid tiles or soffit ceiling, we recommend the PF 2002 plaster frame or PF 606 for the Series 606. The plaster frame helps to fasten the installation without damaging the ceiling. For the more flexible tiles, we recommend the PF 1101 plaster frame. Second scenario: you have a non-existing, non-insulated ceiling in a new construction or renovation context where the ceiling is not yet installed. In this case, we recommend the PF 1101 plaster frame. That will help locate where to install the fixtures and which will also indicate where the ceiling openings have to be done once gypsum is installed. Third and fourth scenario: you have a non-existing or existing ceiling that is insulated. In these cases, an insulated ceiling box, BT 1200, is mandatory. A vapor barrier, VAP 101, is also recommended if ceiling is located under an attic space, exterior ceiling. These accessories are required by the electrical code. If you have an existing ceiling, you must have access to the ceiling space. Otherwise, you will have to open your ceiling to install accessories. Notice, some lead or CFL recessed fixtures are approved for insulated ceilings as is. No insulated ceiling box required. Please refer to product specifications. Question number 3. You must know what the clearance above your ceiling is to be able to install the required accessories. If an insulated ceiling box and vapor barrier are mandatory, a minimum height of 7.5 inches is required. This excludes additional space required for insulation material. If it is a non-insulated ceiling, the minimum height recommended is the equivalent to the highest height of the recessed fixtures plus a minimum of 1/2 inch. Notice, there is an exception for the low voltage fixtures. 1.5 inches have to be added. Question number 4. It is also important to know the thickness of the ceiling. BAZZ recessed fixtures can be installed on all standard ceilings. A standard ceiling is usually 1/2 inch thick for one gypsum panel. For ceiling thickness under 1/2 inch or above 1 inch, specific recessed fixtures have to be installed. With these 4 questions, you are now able to understand how your recessed fixtures will be installed.